We'll start down with Jason. How has printing on demand impacted your business?
Yeah, so we're seeing that. I'm sure like everyone that is becoming, what's now popular in demand from the end users out there, being able to just plan ahead, as I'm sure, we're not a distributor, but be able to have those orders as they kind of come in and be able to predict and maybe not have to store is so important. So for us, we're trying to listen to our customers more than anything and really understand, how do they want to service those type of opportunities with their end users. So, for us, it's looking at, if we can create a program with them. We do in-house decorations, so we're exploring, other forms of heat transfer and ways so we can really streamline that production process. We've been heavy embroidery in the past, and we're seeing a trend away from that because of just all the labor and time that goes into, setting up that production cycle. So, I think this is going to continue. We have no doubt about that. So we're constantly just evaluating that from an operational perspective and just, from a sales, really getting out there and talking to our customers about how they want to proceed.
Yep. Amazon's a blessing and a curse, right? Yep. Salem.
Yeah, I think we definitely are all in on printing on demand. We see that as the future. We even started offering our customers candles on demand. And so it's just one of these technologies we're embracing where, any type of investments we're making for the future are focused on printing on demand because, I honestly think that, on the screen printing side of the business, I think as the technology gets better, maybe there's a 20-year window on, how long screen printing lasts and things like that. So, we want to, we deal with a lot of retailers. And so part of it is, how can we set up a program where we can essentially print on demand for a retailer's entire warehouse and things of that nature. So that's kind of what we're focused on and, investing towards the future in.
Okay, Mike?
So of course we hear about it and have heard about it for a while. I think for us, as I mentioned earlier, screen prints are very labor intensive as well as embroidery, as Jason mentioned, so it's not always the best fit for one-piece orders, but as we discussed earlier, as we move into more digital equipment, it allows for really quick turn and a better opportunity to do smaller quantities. At the end of the day, I think there'll be a place for it. Do I think it'll be a majority of the market? No, I do not. I think we'll still have a fair amount that's larger orders, but this will be table stakes. You need to do it.
Trina?
So we're definitely seeing an increase in print on demand for sure. That means lots more smaller orders with smaller MOQs. So we are set up for that. We have, a few companies that offer one-piece minimums, which works very well for those programs. But we're also looking at how can we invest in equipment and different decorating methods so that we can make this efficient for us as well. If we need to do these 1 or 5 pieces, how do we do it efficiently? So we're really looking at those decorating methods and what's out there and equipment, what's new that's coming to market that can change that so that we can fill your needs and still be profitable doing it.
David?
Yeah, we have found that print on demand is very indicative of distributor programs. A lot of distributors are asking us if we can fulfill that need. We are investing monies in that technology. To Trina's point, our dollar amount on orders, our average dollar order amount has gone down significantly over the years. We're getting a lot more orders just at a lower dollar amount, which makes it obviously more challenging to manage. And like I said, we are investing more money into it and trying to maximize our profitability in servicing that need.
Andy?
Yeah, I think that the on-demand and versus traditional buying in bulk serves very different use cases, both very important. So I think the key to our industry is finding that balance between offering on-demand where appropriate, but also traditional large runs where you save money and really can be more efficient on that, is finding that balance. And I think it's good for our industry to continue with the supplier-distributor relationship because it allows the distributor to add your value and show this is why we're valuable. We're going to find the right provider for you rather than a supplier trying to be everything to everyone. It allows us to be able to pick and choose where we use that. So I think it's good for our industry. But we have to be able to produce items on demand, so we reduce and limit the risk for inventory, as well as create personalization that creates that connection. So we did a program for, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago for Share a Coke and Just a Kid From campaigns, which is all personalized, but it makes that personal connection with an individual to the product. So if you can do that, limit the risk, and offer that while also offering larger larger runs to that, I think that's finding the balance that's key to big success to delivering for your client.
I echo a lot of what Andy just said. I know for where we are at as a distributor, we don't have much call for it yet, and I know it's coming, so it's good to know that as a distributor, the suppliers are out there finding ways to make it work for me to go to the end user with. And I do get some call for it. I know my local embroiderers and printers are finding ways to do smaller runs, and so it's for me, it's about capitalizing on those moments when I have a customer who's saying, I only need 2 of this or 6 of this or whatever. Because as being not a huge distributor, I need to be able to access something to keep those customers happy, and I think for us it's just about finding the partnerships, kind of like Andy said, of allowing everybody to find a way to make it work for them and whatever the case may be. But I think, again, I can't speak greatly on this just because it hasn't been something that's affected my business tremendously as of yet. I know it will, but as of yet, 90% of my orders are all those big bulk traditional, promotional product orders, and I love that, and it's great, but I do know that the print on demand is coming our way, and it's just about finding ways to maneuver it when it does come.